Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are finally going to be trying Adore hair color. You guys have been asking for me to try this brand for a very long time. I've just never purchased it because it's kind of difficult to get your hands on, I feel like. You can get it on Amazon, or there's like small independent retailers online that have stores that you can buy it from, but there's not really a place that I can like walk into and buy it unless you have like a local beauty supply store near you. Sally doesn't carry it. It's kind of like hit or miss whether you can find it or not. So I found a small business online that offers Adore, and I bought 9 different shades for you guys. Obviously, I was intrigued the most by their natural colors. So they're like browns, they're coppers, they're oranges. That's what I'm really interested to try. I do know the formulation is different than a regular conditioning based semi-permanent hair dye. I know these are more of like a jelly based dye. I have used one of their pink shades one time to dip dye my hair. I'll leave a link to that video up here for you guys. And I know a lot of people use these to dye wigs and bundles and extensions because you can easily dump these into water, mix it up, and then dip hair into it. So it makes it way easier to dye wigs and extensions rather than like a conditioning based dye. For me, dyes like this, I typically do not gravitate towards just because I do so many colors. If I'm just doing 2 colors like this, it's fine. If I'm doing 1 color all over, it's fine. But when I'm doing rainbow or like 3 or 4 different colors, it's more difficult to work with this type of consistency. It's slippery, the colors bleed and transfer a little bit easier when you're laying the color down. So I just tend to stick to more conditioning based dyes because I'm normally doing more than 1 or 2 colors. You guys know I do like my coppers. I like natural tones. So they have the biggest selection of natural and copper tones out of any hair dye I have ever found. So I'm really excited to try all the shades for you. I bought every single natural color I could find. So we have 9 natural copper tones we're going to be swatching today. Let's run through all the shades I bought. So the first color is number 30 ginger. Then we have 38 sunrise orange, 46 spiced amber, 48 honey brown, 52 French cognac, 56 Cajun spice, 58 cinnamon, 72 paprika, and then 76 copper brown. So let's go ahead and start swatching all these colors and see what they look like. The first shade is 30 ginger. Let's go ahead. I'm excited to see the consistency. Yes, it is. It's like a jelly based dye. It's similar to Splat or Kiss color. I know a lot of people who like Adore like Kiss color. Very, very easy to work into the hair. You guys know the more liquidy the color is, the easier it saturates the hair. A lot of people I've seen use these natural shades, mix them together. So a lot of people will mix a couple of the colors to create their own custom shade. Let's smell them. Oh, they smell like citrus, like very strong citrus. So the color on the bottle looks a little different than the swatch. I'm excited to see these rinsed. Next is sunrise orange. I think this one's going to be the brightest out of the bunch. Oh, this consistency is so strange. It's literally just like clear. It looks like food coloring. That's exactly what this looks like. It looks just like clear food coloring that you would mix in when you're baking or like making Christmas cookies. That like clear food gel. That's literally identically what this looks like. Identically? Is that a word? I don't know. I made one up if not. I know a lot of people love Adore hair color, so I'm excited to start experimenting with them a little bit and seeing what colors they have. Next is spiced amber. These are vegan and cruelty free, by the way. And on the bottle, it does say shining semi-permanent hair color. Ooh, this one's an interesting color. I like this one quite a bit. Like I said, they have the biggest shade selection for coppers and natural colors that I've ever seen out of any other brand. Ooh, this one. This smell, I'm guessing depending on the pigment, it can kind of alter the smell a little bit. This one smells exactly like those pink lemonade shots. I think they were the Wave brand, you know, the little tiny shot shooters. The underlying theme here is like citrus and lemon. This color is extremely pretty. I cannot wait to see what this looks like rinsed out of the hair. The next shade is honey brown. Ooh, these look so pretty. Honestly, I am loving these so far. The undertones that they offer are way better than most semi-permanent hair color that have natural colors. Sometimes they can be real funky and weird, as we've all experienced on my channel previously. These look beautiful. They have a very, very wide range of undertones, and they look like they're going to be absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to see these rinsed out, because most of the time with like this gel type consistency, they appear darker on the swatch, and then when you rinse them out, they're a little bit lighter. Next is French Cognac. This one looks like it has a little bit more of those orange undertones with the brown. Let's see. Okay, this one shocked me a little bit. It's actually a lot lighter than what it looks like. This one looks like a beautiful cowboy copper. Oh, you guys, Adore really is hitting with these undertones. They are so beautiful. I can definitely see myself dumping these on my head in the future. This color is just insanely gorgeous. I'm gonna add a little bit more on there. I also want to mention Adore is one of the most affordable brands I have ever found. Their hair dye is definitely the cheapest. Next is Cajun Spice. I've seen a lot of people use this one, so I'm excited to see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, this one's really, really pretty. Definitely more of a copper tone. Wow, this one's so pretty. Because a lot of these colors are leaning more towards orange or red, I would definitely recommend Color Oops, you guys. I might have to do a separate video redoing swatches and then removing it with Color Oops, because I feel like Color Oops would get out a lot of these different colors. I don't think we're gonna have much success today using the bleach-based color remover on them, but because I haven't used Adore before, I do want to try the bleach-based color remover to see if the formulation works well with bleach-based color remover, because if Color Oops takes these colors out, I might have found my new favorite natural semi-permanent colors. 3 more shades. The next one is Cinnamon. Some of these are thicker than others. I've noticed that, like the more pigment, they seem to be a little bit thicker and more gel. Ooh, look at this one. This one's so pretty. Oh, this cinnamon color has got me effed up. You guys, we're gonna have an issue. You bitch is gonna be changing my hair soon, because I think I need all of these. I want to mix them all in a pot and just dump them on my head. I just need to mix all of them up. I just can't believe how beautiful these undertones are. I have never seen a brand do better with the undertones of the natural colors. They are just so stunning. I'm a little obsessed. Now I see why y'all have been being like, try Adore, and now I get you. I am picking up what you are putting down. Next is Paprika, and this one looks a lot more red than orange, so we'll see if that's what it looks like when we swatch it. Okay, yes, definitely some more of those reddy orange. This is the first color I've seen that has a heavy reddish orange undertone to it. For having this many colors that are in the same like color category, they all look very different and unique all on their own. A lot of brands probably don't want to invest in a wide shade range of natural colors, but I am so glad they did, because some people like me are very picky with our naturals, and we like an orangey copper or more like a honey copper. Like, there's a lot of different undertones when you're dealing with neutrals and coppers, so I'm glad that this brand delivered. Like, from what I'm seeing so far, they have really delivered on the color payoff and the shade range here. The last shade is Copper Brown. Ooh, okay, this one has a lot of red undertones to it. I wasn't expecting that, because as copper in the title, I thought it would be more like an orangey copper, but it's a dark reddish copper shade. It's really pretty. I totally understand why most brands don't want to invest a bunch of money doing natural colors, because I don't think a lot of people who are using semi-permanent hair dye want to use natural or copper tones on their hair. A lot of the time, people who have brown or natural colors, they use semi-permanent or permanent color to achieve that. But me, I don't want to commit to something like that when I can use something that's going to be a little bit more temporary, because I do change my hair often. So I like to stick with semi-permanent, so that way I can remove it a lot easier. I will say, in my previous experience using this type of consistency of dye, it is a little bit more difficult to remove out of the hair. I feel like it sucks into the hair a little bit more and they stain a little bit more. So I am curious to see if any of these come out of the hair. So because I have not used this, I do need to read the directions. So it does say that you're supposed to apply a protective cream around your hairline. Again, more liquidy gel-based dyes tend to stain a lot more, so I would definitely use some type of barrier cream or protectant if you're going to use these. And it also recommends you leave 1/8 of an inch off the scalp, I'm guessing because it's going to stain your scalp pretty bad. It says process with heat for 15 minutes and then rinse and shampoo completely. So you are supposed to shampoo after you rinse these off. Again, I'm guessing to get some of the residual staining and just a little bit off of your scalp and hairline. It says for a vibrant, shining color that gives hair a beautiful, sensual feel and color that really lasts. It does say in here it's supposed to last. Very interesting. and it is no alcohol, no peroxide, no ammonia. It's vegan, cruelty free. So far I'm loving it. I'm loving the shade range and the variety they're offering here. I'm gonna let these process for 15 minutes. I am just gonna hit them with a blow dryer real quick to get them heated up. Then they're gonna sit for 15 minutes. I'm gonna go rinse them out. I am not gonna wash them because I want to see the maximum color payoff. I'm just gonna rinse them with lukewarm water, and then we will be right back to apply the color remover on the strands and see if any of these come out of the hair. We are back, and I cannot wait to show you guys how beautiful these swatches are. My mind is literally blown. The fact that I have not purchased this brand before now, like, I need to listen to you guys a little bit quicker next time because holy cow, are these shades incredible. Let me show you what they look like. All right, here are the colors. Are you kidding me? This is the most beautiful natural shade range I have ever seen. Not even just in semi-permanent color. Like, this is incredible. The way that they captured all these different undertones, all these different levels, and every single one of them are absolutely beautiful. I do just want to mention, out of all of these different shades, only 2 of them were bleeding when I rinsed, and it was these 2 end colors right here, the paprika and the copper brown. These 2 have more of a red undertone, and so they actually did bleed quite a bit. All of these other ones did not bleed. Like, they barely bled any color. It was insane. I was expecting at least this neon orange to bleed, and it didn't, which is absolutely incredible, you guys. I really want to try these on myself. Now I'm like committed. Next time I do copper or brown hair, I want to use these on myself for sure. The hair also feels super soft and like super shiny, just like it said it would. So let's go ahead and run through the shades. We have Ginger 30 right here. It is a really pretty light honey color. Then we have Sunrise Orange, and I cannot believe how neon this is. I don't think the camera is picking up how fluorescent this is. Then we have Spiced Amber. This is probably one of my favorite shades. It is so pretty. I love the level of this. It's like a level 7-6. It is so pretty. Then we have Honey Brown. This one's deeper, but it is gorgeous. It has such a nice warmth to it. Then we have French Cognac. This one is definitely more auburn. It has a lot more of those reddish copper mahogany tones to it. Then we have Cajun Spice, and this one is fiery. It is very, very orange leaning. Definitely more copper. Then we have Cinnamon. This one is so pretty. It's definitely more of a brown based, but it still has those warm orangey red undertones like a mahogany brown. Next is Paprika, and this one is so pretty. It is like a dark auburn. It has heavy red undertones to it, but it also has a little bit of orangey copper in there. And the last shade is that copper brown. I don't think that this is copper. I wouldn't classify it as copper. It is very much a red brown color, like a super dark reddish brown. I just need to show you guys this on my phone because this color spectrum is so pretty. So here's that ginger, the sunrise. Do you guys see how fluorescent that is? That's nuts. That is so vivid. Then the spiced amber, the honey brown. You guys see those undertones and how shiny the hair is? French cognac. See those coppery tones? Cajun spices. She's a fiery one. Cinnamon, so pretty. Paprika, you can see those coppery red tones. And then this is the copper brown. Again, I don't really think it's copper. I think it's more of just like a red brown, but it's so pretty. All these are so vastly different. The undertones, the levels, all of them are so different and all of them are so gorgeous. I went ahead and mixed up some color remover. We're gonna apply it halfway down on the swatches and see if any of these come out with a bleach-based color remover. All right, here we go. Do I think any of these are gonna come out of the hair? I think ginger actually might come out of the hair. As far as the other ones, no. I don't think any of the other ones are going to come out of the hair. Ginger, I have a little bit of hope for just because it's the lightest shade out of the bunch, but the other ones, I don't think so. However, I do think the majority of these would come out with color oops. Some of them would probably turn a weird color with color oops. I would suspect some of them might go like a fluorescent yellow color or maybe fluorescent green. I could definitely see that happening with a few of these shades, but I really do want to replicate these swatches and then do a separate video using color oops because I do do think a lot of these would come out of the hair. And if I am going to put these on my hair, I definitely would like to know if they come out with color oops. Obviously, if you're not trying to remove them and you want to keep the color for a while, you can always just fade them out naturally. That's always the best option with semi-permanent colors instead of jumping to a color remover. Just let them fade out naturally. But you guys know I am so impulsive and I like to change my hair color a lot. So I like to know that they can come out of the hair if I need them to, which let's be real, most of the time I do want them to come out of the hair and I'm ready for a change. So a couple Octobers ago, I was copper for months and months and months. So I wish I would have known about this brand because I definitely would have used these colors to refresh my like coppery brown hair. It's also fun because you can color shift with these quite a bit. You can start with like the ginger and then you can go to spiced amber. You can jump to Cajun if you want a little bit more orange. You can go to the red if you want it to be a little bit more red. Like you're able to switch up your hair and your tones and still be in the same family very easily. This orange is making me want to try more of their fluorescent neon shades because I did not expect that orange to be that vibrant. That is actually shocking how neon and orange that is. Okay, so I am seeing these two bleeding red quite a bit. Reds always, once you start putting bleach on them, they just start like oozing red. This honey brown is starting to turn weird. I feel like this honey brown would definitely go green or yellow if we put color oops on it. All right, let's cover these up. I'm gonna go ahead and let these sit and process for 20 to 30 minutes, rinse them off, and then I will be right back to show you guys the finished result, and we will see if any of these shades come out of the hair. All right, we are back after doing the color remover, and the way my jaw is on the floor right now, let me show you the results. Okay, here are what the colors are looking like. Hello, Valentine's Day just smacked us all in the face. I could not believe how all of these lifted red and pink. Like that is so shocking. Like not one of them lifted different other than the orange. The orange just lifted more orange. This ginger shade almost came all the way out of the hair. It's like a light pink color. I think if it was faded a little bit, it probably would have came all the way out of the hair. But as you can see, I mean, pink and red all over through these ends. None of them came out, which is what worries me with like that gel shampoo almost consistency of dye. They normally have a difficult time coming out of the hair. Now that I've seen these results, we absolutely have to do a video with color oops because this, I am so curious if color oops would even work on these because color oops works amazing on red. These are lifting red, so I'm thinking color oops might be our best bet. So definitely keep a lookout for a future video where we use color oops on these exact same colors. I really need to know if these come out of the hair before I try them on myself because the colors are so pretty up here. Like these colors up here are gorgeous. I just wish they didn't come out like that. Like that's a little scary. Overall, I really loved the Adore hair color. They have such a great selection of shades. I wish they came out of the hair a little bit easier, but color oops might be the solution for that because overtone also has a difficult time coming out of the hair and color oops takes them out. So I'm very optimistic that color oops might work on these. Definitely look forward to a future video of me using color oops on these exact colors. I would say within the next like month, I'll probably do a separate video with color oops. I'm going to use these exact same shades. I'll swatch them off camera and then I'll just do a quick video showing color oops because I would love to use these on myself, but I need to know if color oops is going to take them out of the hair. I will leave a link to the Adore hair color in the description down below. Like I said, you can buy them on Amazon. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.